Hey y'all, I'm Mahogany, and I got my very first review back about my book, Love on Withdrawal, out now on Amazon. Also available on my website if you want to get a signed personal copy. But it's also available in ebook, audiobook, paperback, hardback, which you can find on Amazon. But I'm going to stick the review up here for you guys to pause and read. But I'm also going to summarize it for you. Long story short, they enjoyed the book. They could tell that the book, has deep personal meaning to it, and that it came from a place of something, something of some substance, of course, which was my goal for the book. They also pointed out that the book was journal-like, and a little, I guess, too personal, because that was the caveat for them as well, which is actually what I was aiming for. I was aiming for the book to be a bit more journal diary-like, because it is a personal part of me that I'm talking about. This one is actually one of my most personal books, Love on Withdrawal, because I'm talking about how my childhood basically shaped my relationships, as far as romance, friendship, but especially romantic relationships. So it is a very personal book, and the structure was actually supposed to be journal-like, but I do know not everyone could relate to this book. I do know that it may not reach the widest audience, but there are plenty of people out there with a similar story or similar, going through similar things that can definitely relate to this book. And honestly, a lot of time people probably just don't even think about their childhood connecting to how they operate today in their relationships. So that's what this book is for. I kind of talk about that in this book, you know what I mean? So that's what this book, the purpose of this book is basically to shed a light on that, and also give people a coping mechanism to help them identify when, those triggers arise and what to do about those triggers so that they can heal and have better relationships, regardless of what they went through in their childhood. But yes, she did enjoy the book overall, but she did say that maybe it was a bit too personal and it may not reach a wider audience, and it may not be fit for commercial or something that she said would be in Barnes & Noble because basically it's too personal. So, but as I said, I still enjoyed the review. Everybody's not gonna like, what you have to give, you know what I mean? And I'm not gonna say everyone that she doesn't like it, she does, but you know what I mean? Like, everyone's not gonna gravitate to what you have to offer. But overall, that does not mean that you do not keep going with your craft. And if you do want to make changes, which I definitely considered what she said, but you know what I mean? It's all if I see fit, I will, if not, then I won't. But if you guys have not, please check out Love on Withdrawal. It's out right now. And tell me what you think about the book.